It's your girl Shalae. I'm back today with another video. In today's video, we're going to discuss everything regarding Social Security. We have a boost for SSI, which is some good news. We got replacement SNAP, EBT, summer EBT, and a whole lot more. This is going to be a long video, but if you want to know what's going on in the lovely world of Social Security EBT, you already know what to do. Stay tuned. Your girl's got you covered. Now, if this is your first time tuning into my channel, hi, hello, hey friend. My name is Shalae, and here on this channel we discuss shopping, saving, and everything in between. I would love to have you a part of my internet family. Super easy. Click the big old red subscribe button down below when you're in, just like that. And while you're at it, go ahead and give me a like, especially if you love me bringing this content. Now, you can try out Amazon Prime free for 30 days by clicking the link in the description box or in the card. So let's jump right into it because SSI changes. Guys, this could benefit millions. So today, starting today, the Social Security announced that it was going to remove a key component in the way that they calculate a person's eligibility to receive support. So it will also affect how much you qualify for and collect as well. So they want to go in and remove part of its in-kind support and maintenance. It's also known as ISM calculations. Now, this is really how SSI determines the eligibility and the amount that people receive in SSI income. So this move means that you could get more dollars, because if they're taking it away, now you get more money, more money, more. So this is definitely going to benefit a lot of the recipients of the supplemental security income support from the agency. So people that are applying and receiving SSI, you have to meet these eligibility requirements, which includes like income and resource limits. So under the old rules, that would include like food, shelter, or both, that a person receives the agency count. So this could be money or food that you receive like from your family, from a friend, a neighbor, and based on that, it reduced your amount that you would receive from the Social Security Administration. But that's the old way. Okay, that is the old way. So, you know, now if your family and friends want to give you something, you can get it and it doesn't count against you, but it doesn't begin until September 30th. So this will start September 30th, which is kind of cool because that's usually the time that they announce like the cost of living increase as well. But this move will help make it easier for applicants who apply for SSI, and they said a vital part of the mission is helping people access crucial benefits, including SSI. So this came from Mr. Martin O'Malley, the commissioner. Yeah, he's doing big things. He is doing big things. He is coming in there and just like a wrecking ball, okay? A wrecking ball, and I love what he is doing as of right now. Now, the Social Security Administration said that because of that rule, it would now not count food support an applicant receives from anyone as part of their new income. So this new policy, it will go ahead and remove like critical barriers for SSI eligibility due, as well as, you know, hey, you can get some more money, honey. Now, I see SSI, they're on a campaign right now. I talked about this in the other videos as well, where they're now actually calling people that may be eligible for SSI benefits. Now, normally you can receive like $700-800 a month, and they said a lot of people have not been applying for the benefits as well. So don't be surprised that if you receive a phone call from them saying that, hey, you do qualify for SSI, or direct you to the website to go ahead and apply as well, because I mean, you can get that money. So let me know down in the comments below, what do you think about this move? I mean, I like it. I absolutely like it. And remember, Martin O'Malley, the commissioner, he stated that this was just the beginning of some of the things that he wanted to do with Social Security Administration. So remember, if you go back and watch some of my other videos, I'll put them in the cards. He has a lot that he is doing with Social Security right now in regards to like the clawbacks as well. But speaking of Social Security, Blackrock CEO said the retirement crisis needs to be addressed for the younger generations because they are losing hope. Honey, my hope is gone, okay? Cry me a river. I don't believe I'm going to have Social Security, but the world's largest money manager, Blackrock, the CEO, Larry Fink, he said it's time to rethink retirement. Now, he did write a letter, and he said America needs an organized, high-level effort to ensure that future generations can live out their final years with dignity. And I agree wholeheartedly. He said that the creation of Social Security system was based on shorter life expectancies when the majority of the people who contributed to the fund, they didn't live long enough to be paid in retirement. So it was like, okay, they put in, but they couldn't receive it. But now with all these ongoing medical innovations, now more people are able to live in retirement. They're living a lot longer. And he said, as a society, we focus a tremendous amount of energy on helping people live longer, but not even a fraction of that effort is spent helping people afford those extra years. 100%. That is almost Twitter, Facebook post worthy. I agree wholeheartedly. He also said that, you know, the workers in retirement, is almost like we're telling people, you on your own when you retire, okay? Given the longer life expectancies, he also opened up the conversation about the retirement age, citing countries like the Netherlands that have gradually raised their retirement age. And he even acknowledged like the political difficulty of possibly moving that for America as well. But he said that there should be or maybe options that reward people who continue to work into their 70s as well. So he said, this is not just a policy and economics problem, but it is fundamental to give younger generations hope for the future. Young people have lost trust in older generations as well. And so this was a letter that he read. And he said this is a letter that he wrote to the president. He said the burden is on us to get it back and maybe invest for their long-term goals, including retirement. It isn't such a bad place to be in at all. I like it. I agree. I don't have no hope in the system. Okay. I don't. But let's go ahead and keep it moving, where we're headed to New York, where they are really pushing for this SNAP minimum increase to $100. So a bunch of public health and agriculture groups, they have called for the increase in the SNAP minimum benefit to $100. And they sent this letter over to the governor today. So they sent this on there, and they had where a lot of people signed the letter, like the Business Council, Instacart even signed it, AARP, the American Farmland Trust, and National Supermarket Association. And they said that they want that increase to be included in the state's budget, which is due on Monday, April 1st. So as of right now, they said over 2.8 million New Yorkers, they participate in SNAP, bringing over $5 billion into the state each year. And so the letter went on and said that, hey, New Yorkers who participate, they saw a significant drop in their monthly benefits last year following the end of the emergency allotments, which they said on average, I think most people or most households lost about an average of $150 per month. And then they said some saw their monthly benefits drop to as low as $23. With the food insecurity on the rise, they need to go in and ensure that all New Yorkers have the purchasing power to be able to afford healthy food in the communities as well. Now, they went on and kind of discussed some other things as well, because they said like in New Jersey, they were able to establish that $95 minimum to SNAP participants last year. And then we also have where Pennsylvania is now trying to establish that $100 minimum as well. So, hey, we may have it in New York. Next, we are headed to California, where they announced the replacement of SNAP funds for the power outages as well. So just a few minutes ago, the USDA announced that households that were impacted by the widespread power outages that started on March 1st, this resulted in like winter storms in California, they could be eligible for a replacement SNAP and CalFresh benefits. So a portion of your March benefits, if it was lost, then you can go ahead and have that portion replaced as well. So the USDA has allowed the state of California to approve automatic mass replacements for certain zip codes who lost that food. So check your cards, because you might have some extra money on there, but the waiver does apply to 12 different zip codes. I'll just go ahead and list out the counties, because some of the counties your girl just can't even say, okay? The Department of Social Services as well. Now, in other areas, if you were affected, you can request replacement benefits by filing an affidavit with the local office attesting to your disaster-related loss. But don't forget, also in California, they were approved for a temporary waiver extension that will allow participants in the SNAP CalFresh San Diego area where they can buy hot food with their benefits up until April 10th. If I'm not mistaken, it's April 10th as well. Next, we are headed to North Carolina, where eligible veterans now will have access to expanded SNAP benefits as well. So what's up, all my military personnel? You know your girl is in the military. But North Carolina officials, they are helping veterans that are eligible for the food and nutrition services apply for the newly expanded Medicaid benefits. So they said that the officials said this is about 14,000 North Carolina veterans who are qualified for this program, which will help pay for their groceries as well. So the North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services, they're working to try to identify, they want to even send out letters to those who are eligible but are not currently enrolled. So if you know anyone, tell them to go sign up or reach out as well. But the North Carolina military veterans, they said they have selflessly served the country, and now North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services is committed to ensuring that they have access to the basic necessity of food as well. So once again, if you know anyone that would benefit from these benefits, definitely go ahead and reach out to them. Also, I seen where they had an announcement for the commissary as well, where they not only accept EBT benefits, but now you can have where like the curbside pickup as well. So, you know, I think that's in all the states as well, if I'm not mistaken. So definitely, if you didn't know, you can use your benefits at the commissary. And also now you can have where you can drive up and do curbside service as well. So if anyone receives like a email, a text message for application assistance for those that are enrolled in Medicaid, or maybe they are a veteran, more than likely it could be true. But before you kind of give out your information, I would just verify that it is true, okay? Because they are supposed to be reaching out to people as well. I don't know what this is all about. Like, we have SSI is going to be trying to contact people via phone and text message. Now we have where the Department of Health and Human Services, they're going to be contacting people. I mean, with all the, you know, fraud and scammy stuff, a lot of people don't respond to that. Let me know, what do you think? Do you use your benefits at the commissary? Would you use them for curbside service? Also, what do you think now about, you know, making it easier for veterans as well? Do you know a veteran? Tell them. Next, we are headed to Kansas, where advocates are urging them to apply for the summer EBT. So Kansas announced their intent to participate in the summer program, but they have not yet finalized if they're going to participate according to the State Department of Children and Family Services. Because this is the first year of the program, states can submit the letter of intent, but they don't have to follow through with the program this year. It's almost like what we did with Alabama. And if they don't follow through, they're not penalized. So states are not scheduled to launch the program this summer. They will be allowed opportunities to opt in later years. And that's what our governor said here in Alabama. We're going to do it next year. But according to DCF, the department will auto issue benefits starting mid-summer for students ages 7 through 17. For those that are receiving like TANF or WIC, or they're in foster care, and students that have been matched through like some system that they have with the Kansas Department of Education. Afterward, the department will go ahead and release an application for families that are not automatically enrolled, which would be available 4 weeks later. So the best thing that you can do is you can reach out to the school system. You can also reach out to DHS and make sure your children are on there. And in North Carolina, they had as well where with their Sunbooks program that you can go ahead and fill out the application for summer EBT. Next, we're headed to Michigan, where any updates for application for Medicaid, food assistance, and benefits can now be provided through their new online tracker. So on Monday, Michigan's Department of Health and Human Services, they launched a function that is called MI Bridges website, and this will allow applicants to monitor their benefits instead of like waiting for a determination letter or even calling like the local office. So this is supposed to be a tool that will allow residents to know their exact status of the benefits of their application 24/7, as well as it will help prepare you for any next steps as well. In addition to helping like Michigan recipients feel more involved and empowered in their application process. They are hoping that this will result in lower call volumes to like the local offices as well as employee success. So if you don't know and you're in Michigan, you can now, any information that you turn in, you should be able to view all your information in this portal as well. You can log in, you can see your application, you can see like your scheduled appointments, you can see if the department is requiring like any additional documents from you as well, or even if like a decision has been made. So the tracker will be available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and you'll have like your own client dashboard as well. So it'll show everything on there, guys. So this is great. I mean, it'll show like head of household, your benefits information, all the things, okay? And yeah, this is what we have that's going on in EBT and Social Security. Let me know, what do you think about the CEO's statements that, hey, we got to do something for the younger generation to believe back in the system or believe in Social Security? What do you think about SSI? This can mean more money. I mean, it won't be these few months. It'll be September 30th. What do you think about the new Social Security Administration Commissioner? Martin O'Malley is coming in there like, I mean, he is really, really sent things off in Social Security. So I'm excited to see what he's going to have in the upcoming months, as well as, are you in California? Do you qualify for replacement benefits and a whole lot more, guys? So this is what we have. Grab you some Amazon Prime. As always, please like, comment, subscribe, and I will talk to you later, Gator. Bye, guys.